What if I told you that the next generation of African millionaires won't just be celebrities, athletes, or politicians? Many of them will be ordinary people who spotted extraordinary business opportunities before everyone else did. Africa is changing at an incredible pace. The continent is home to more than 1.5 billion people, the world's youngest population, rapidly growing cities, and a digital revolution that's transforming the way people work, shop, learn, and do business. While many people focus on Africa's challenges, successful entrepreneurs focus on the problems that need solving. Every problem is an opportunity waiting for someone with the vision and determination to build a solution. In this video, I'll not only reveal 10 of the most promising business opportunities in Africa for 2026, but it'll also explain approximately how much capital you need, how to get started, common mistakes to avoid, and why each business has enormous growth potential. So, grab a notebook because you may discover the business idea that changes your future. Let's begin with number 10. Number 10, waste recycling. When you hear the word waste, what comes to mind? For many people, it's simply rubbish that belongs in a landfill. But for successful entrepreneurs, waste is one of the most valuable raw materials in the world. Across Africa, millions of plastic bottles, cardboard boxes, aluminum cans, glass bottles, old tires, scrap metal, and electronic devices are thrown away every single day. Most of these materials still have value. Manufacturers are constantly searching for recycled materials because they're often cheaper than producing new raw materials from scratch. That creates an incredible business opportunity. In fact, the recycling industry continues to grow as governments, businesses, and consumers become more environmentally conscious. Now, let's talk about startup costs. If you're simply collecting recyclable materials and selling them to larger recycling companies, you could start with approximately $2,000. That investment might cover business registration, protective equipment, storage space, transport, and basic operating expenses. If your goal is to process plastics into pellets or manufacture recycled products yourself, startup costs could range from $20,000 to over $100,000, depending on the machinery you purchase. So how do you actually get started? First, research which recyclable materials have the highest demand in your city. Some areas have strong markets for plastic. Others may pay more for aluminum, scrap metal, electronic waste, or paper. Second, build partnerships. Approach schools, hotels, supermarkets, offices, factories, restaurants, and residential estates. Offer to collect their recyclable waste regularly. Many businesses are happy to work with companies that help them reduce waste responsibly. Third, identify buyers before collecting large quantities. This is one of the biggest mistakes beginners make. They spend months collecting recyclable materials only to discover they don't have anyone willing to buy them. Always know your market before investing heavily. Another important lesson is safety. Handling waste without gloves, boots, masks, and proper training can expose workers to serious health risks. Never compromise on safety. As your business grows, you can invest in sorting machines, shredders, balers, and eventually even manufacturing products made from recycled materials. The earning potential is impressive. Some entrepreneurs begin by making a few $100s each month. Others grow into companies generating hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars annually. Remember this: one person's rubbish can become another person's fortune. Number 9, logistics and delivery services. Imagine ordering something online. How does it reach your door? Someone has to transport it. As more Africans shop online, order food through mobile apps, buy medicine online, and send parcels between cities, delivery businesses are becoming more valuable than ever before. In fact, logistics is the engine that keeps modern commerce moving. Without reliable delivery services, online businesses simply cannot succeed. This is why logistics is one of the fastest-growing industries across the continent. The best part? You don't need a fleet of trucks to begin. Many successful companies started with just one motorcycle. Startup costs typically range from $1,000 to around $15,000, depending on whether you begin with a motorcycle, a small van, or several vehicles. If your budget is limited, start small. Purchase one reliable motorcycle. Register your business. Invest in safety equipment. Create a professional brand with uniforms, business cards, and social media pages. Then start approaching local businesses. Restaurants need food deliveries. Pharmacies need medicine delivered. Retail shops need customer orders transported. Online sellers need reliable courier partners. Focus on providing excellent customer service. Deliver on time. Communicate clearly. Treat every package with care. In logistics, your reputation becomes your biggest marketing tool. Satisfied customers recommend you to others. Another smart strategy is to specialize. Instead of delivering everything, you might focus exclusively on medical deliveries, legal documents, groceries, or business-to-business logistics. Specialization often leads to higher profits because customers see you as an expert. One mistake many entrepreneurs make is expanding too quickly. Buying several vehicles before building a steady customer base can create financial pressure. Grow only when demand justifies expansion. Eventually, you can build a fleet, employ drivers, introduce tracking technology, and serve customers across multiple cities. Every online purchase creates an opportunity for someone in logistics to earn money, and that opportunity continues growing every year. Number 8. Education and online skills training. There's an old saying, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Across Africa, millions of young people are searching for opportunities to improve their lives. They want practical skills that help them find jobs, earn promotions, start businesses, or work online. That's why education has become one of the most valuable businesses in today's economy. And we're not talking only about schools. We're talking about practical training, digital marketing, artificial intelligence, graphic design, accounting, coding, video editing, business management, language courses, financial literacy, photography, public speaking. If you have expertise in any valuable skill or can partner with someone who does, you already have the foundation of a business. One of the biggest advantages is the low startup cost. Many online education businesses begin with as little as $500 to $5,000. You'll need a laptop, a quality microphone, a camera or smartphone, internet access, and software for recording and editing lessons. You don't need a large office. You don't need expensive equipment. In fact, many successful course creators started by teaching from a spare bedroom. The first step is identifying a skill people are willing to pay to learn. Don't guess. Research. Look at job advertisements. Read comments on social media. Join online communities. Find out what people struggle with. Then create a course that solves that problem. Record high-quality lessons. Package them professionally. Market them through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, or your own website. Offer free content first. Build trust. People are much more likely to buy from someone who has already demonstrated expertise. One mistake beginners often make is trying to teach too many topics. Instead, become known for one area first. Once you've built credibility, you can expand into additional courses. Another mistake is focusing only on selling courses. Think bigger. Offer coaching, corporate training, membership communities, consulting, certification programs, books, workshops, speaking engagements. One area of expertise can create multiple income streams. Perhaps the greatest advantage of this business is scalability. You create a course once. You can sell it hundreds or even thousands of times. Unlike physical products, you don't need to replace inventory every time someone makes a purchase. Knowledge is one of the few products that becomes more valuable the more you share it. And in a world where technology changes every year, people will always be willing to invest in learning new skills. So far, we've looked at businesses that turn waste into wealth, connect customers through logistics, and transform knowledge into income. But our next opportunity addresses one of Africa's biggest and most urgent needs, a need that continues to grow every single day. Let's move on to business number 7. Number 7, affordable housing. Have you ever noticed how quickly African cities are growing? Every year, millions of people move from rural communities to cities in search of better jobs, education, and business opportunities. As more people move into urban areas, one challenge becomes impossible to ignore: housing. Across much of Africa, the demand for decent, affordable homes is far greater than the number of homes being built. This housing gap has created one of the biggest business opportunities on the continent. Now, when people hear real estate, they often imagine they need millions of dollars to build skyscrapers or luxury estates. That's simply not true. Real estate is much bigger than building houses. There are opportunities in manufacturing bricks and roofing materials, supplying cement and tiles, installing windows and doors, painting, plumbing, electrical installation, interior decoration, furniture making, property management, and home maintenance. Every house that is built creates opportunities for dozens of different businesses. So, how much money do you need to get started? If you're supplying building materials or offering home improvement services, you may only need between $10,000 and $30,000. If you're planning to develop houses yourself, you could need $100,000 or much more, depending on the size of the project and the cost of land in your country. The smartest approach is to start with one area of the housing value chain. For example, you could begin by selling quality doors, roofing sheets, tiles, or kitchen fittings. As your profits grow, you can expand into construction and eventually property development. Another option is property management. Many landlords need professionals to collect rent, maintain properties, screen tenants, and manage repairs. This business requires much less capital than construction but can generate a steady monthly income. One mistake many new entrepreneurs make is taking on projects that are too large too soon. They borrow heavily, underestimate construction costs, and run out of money before the project is complete. Start with projects you can comfortably finance and manage. Also, never compromise on quality. In construction, your reputation is your greatest asset. One poorly completed project can damage your credibility for years. The income potential in housing is enormous because the demand continues to grow. As African cities expand, the need for affordable homes and reliable construction services is expected to remain strong for decades. The key lesson here is this: you don't have to build an entire neighborhood to profit from the housing industry. Sometimes supplying one essential product or service is enough to build a thriving business. Number 6, healthcare. There is one thing every person values, regardless of age, income, or background, and that's good health. Healthcare isn't just a social need. It's also one of the most resilient industries in the world. Even during difficult economic times, people still need medical care, medicines, laboratory tests, and health advice. Africa's population is growing rapidly, and with that growth comes greater demand for hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, diagnostic centers, medical equipment, home healthcare, and digital health services. This creates opportunities for entrepreneurs who are committed to improving healthcare access. Now, it's important to understand that healthcare is a highly regulated industry. Depending on the business you choose, you'll need licenses, permits, and qualified professionals. But don't let that discourage you. There are many ways to participate in the healthcare sector. For example, you could open a licensed pharmacy, supply medical equipment to hospitals, distribute medicines, operate a diagnostic laboratory, provide ambulance services, or build a telemedicine platform that connects patients with doctors remotely. Startup costs vary significantly. A small pharmacy might require around $5,000 to $20,000, while a fully equipped clinic or diagnostic center may require $100,000 or more. If you're interested in healthcare but don't have a medical background, consider businesses that support the industry, such as medical supplies, healthcare software, cleaning services for hospitals, or logistics for pharmaceutical products. To get started, research the healthcare needs in your community. Are people traveling long distances just to buy medicine? Is there a shortage of diagnostic services? Do elderly people need home healthcare support? Businesses that solve real healthcare problems often build loyal customers very quickly. One common mistake is focusing only on making money instead of providing quality care. In healthcare, trust is everything. Patients return to businesses that are reliable, professional, and ethical. Invest in qualified staff, maintain high standards, and always comply with government regulations. Technology is also changing healthcare. Mobile health applications, online consultations, electronic medical records, and AI-assisted diagnostics are creating new opportunities for entrepreneurs willing to innovate. Healthcare isn't just about treating illness. It's about improving people's quality of life. And businesses that genuinely improve lives often become some of the most respected and profitable companies in any country. Number 5, e-commerce. Think about how shopping has changed over the last 10 years. Instead of spending hours visiting different shops, many people now browse products on their phones, compare prices, place an order, and have it delivered to their homes. This shift in consumer behavior has created one of the fastest-growing industries in Africa, e-commerce. As internet access improves and smartphone ownership increases, millions of consumers are choosing the convenience of online shopping. This presents a huge opportunity for entrepreneurs. The best part is that you don't have to manufacture your own products. You can sell fashion, electronics, cosmetics, household goods, books, furniture, agricultural products, handmade crafts, or even digital products. Some entrepreneurs even start without holding inventory by using fulfillment or dropshipping models where appropriate. Startup costs are relatively low compared with many traditional businesses. With between $500 and $10,000, you can build a professional online store, purchase initial inventory, create marketing campaigns, and begin reaching customers. So, how do you get started? The first step is choosing the right niche. Don't try to sell everything. Focus on one category where you understand your customers and can build a strong reputation. Next, find reliable suppliers who consistently provide quality products. Remember, your reputation depends on the products you sell. Then build a professional online presence. Create an attractive website or use trusted online marketplaces. Invest in high-quality product photos and clear descriptions. Customers can't touch your products before buying, so your presentation must build confidence. Marketing is equally important. Use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and email marketing to attract customers. Create valuable content rather than simply posting advertisements. Teach people about your products. Answer their questions. Build trust. Trust leads to sales. One of the biggest mistakes new e-commerce businesses make is ignoring customer service. Respond to messages quickly. Deliver orders on time. Handle complaints professionally. A happy customer often returns and recommends your business to others. Another mistake is poor inventory management. Running out of popular products or overstocking items that don't sell can hurt your cash flow. Track your sales carefully and use data to guide future purchases. As your business grows, you can expand your product range, open warehouses in multiple cities, and even begin exporting products to international markets. The beauty of e-commerce is that your shop never closes. Customers can browse your products 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. While you're sleeping, your business can still be making sales. That's the power of combining technology with entrepreneurship. Number 4, financial technology, fintech. Imagine running a business without carrying cash. You pay your suppliers using your phone. Your customers pay you instantly. You can send money across the country or even across borders in just a few seconds. A few years ago, this sounded like the future. Today, it's everyday life for millions of Africans. Africa has become one of the world's most exciting markets for financial technology, commonly known as fintech. Across the continent, people are embracing mobile money, digital wallets, online banking, QR code payments, and cashless transactions at an incredible pace. But despite this growth, millions of people and small businesses still don't have access to affordable financial services. And where there's a problem, there's an opportunity. Fintech isn't just about creating another payment app. It's about making financial services easier, faster, safer, and more accessible. Some entrepreneurs are building digital savings platforms. Others are creating apps that help small businesses manage their finances. Some companies focus on international money transfers, while others provide lending services to people who cannot easily access traditional bank loans. There are also opportunities in digital insurance, payroll systems, accounting software, investment platforms, and fraud prevention technology. So, how much capital do you need? If you're building a simple financial software product, you may need between $10,000 and $50,000. Larger platforms that require advanced security, regulatory approval, and software development could require $100,000 to over $250,000. Now, before you think this business is only for software engineers, remember this. Many successful technology companies were started by people who understood a problem, not necessarily people who wrote the code. If you have a great idea, you can partner with experienced developers while you focus on the business strategy. The first step is identifying a financial problem that people experience every day. Ask yourself, what process takes too long? What costs too much? What makes people frustrated when handling money? Solve that problem better than anyone else. The next step is understanding your country's financial regulations. Since you'll be handling people's money and financial information, you'll need to work closely with regulators and licensed financial institutions. Never ignore legal compliance. One security breach or regulatory violation can destroy customer trust overnight. Another mistake many startups make is trying to launch too many features at once. Instead, build one simple product that solves one important problem exceptionally well. Once customers trust your platform, you can expand your services. The potential rewards are enormous. Some African fintech companies that started as small startups are now valued at hundreds of millions, and even billions of dollars. This industry is still growing rapidly, and entrepreneurs who innovate today could become tomorrow's industry leaders. Number 3, renewable energy. Imagine owning a business that not only generates income but also brings electricity to homes, schools, farms, hospitals, and businesses. That's exactly why renewable energy has become one of Africa's most exciting industries. Across many parts of the continent, reliable electricity remains a challenge. Power outages interrupt businesses. Farmers struggle to irrigate their crops. Students can't study after dark. Small businesses lose income because machines stop working. But renewable energy, especially solar power, is helping solve these problems. As solar technology becomes more affordable, demand continues to increase every year. Governments are investing in clean energy. Businesses want lower electricity costs. Families want dependable power. This creates enormous opportunities for entrepreneurs. You don't have to manufacture solar panels. Many successful businesses simply install and maintain solar systems for customers. Startup costs typically range from $3,000 to $50,000, depending on the size of your operation. If you're starting small, you can begin with training, basic installation tools, transportation, and a small inventory of solar products. Your first step should be learning the technical skills. If you don't have experience, enroll in a recognized solar installation course or partner with certified technicians. Knowledge builds confidence, and confidence builds customer trust. Next, find reliable suppliers who offer quality solar panels, batteries, inverters, and accessories. Cheap products may increase your profits today, but poor quality equipment will damage your reputation tomorrow. Start by targeting residential customers. Then expand into schools, farms, factories, hospitals, hotels, and government projects. As your reputation grows, larger contracts become possible. One common mistake is underestimating after-sales service. Customers don't just want installation. They want maintenance, repairs, upgrades, and technical support. Businesses that provide excellent after-sales service often receive repeat customers and referrals. The earning potential is impressive. A single residential installation can generate healthy profits, while commercial and industrial projects can be worth tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. More importantly, renewable energy is expected to remain one of Africa's fastest-growing industries for many years. By helping people access reliable electricity, you're building both a profitable business and a brighter future for your community. Number 2, agribusiness. When people think about Africa, one industry immediately comes to mind: agriculture. But erase the mistake many people make. They think agriculture only means planting crops. In reality, agriculture is an entire business ecosystem worth billions of dollars. Think about everything that happens before food reaches your dinner table. Farmers need seeds. They need fertilizers. They need irrigation systems. They need machinery. After harvesting, crops need transportation, cold storage, processing, packaging, marketing, and distribution. Every stage creates business opportunities. This is why agribusiness remains one of the strongest sectors for long-term investment. No matter what happens in the economy, people will always need food. Startup costs vary depending on your chosen niche. A small poultry farm or vegetable greenhouse may require around $1,000 to $5,000. Larger commercial farms or food processing facilities can require $50,000 or much more. If you're new to agriculture, don't try to farm hundreds of acres immediately. Start small. Learn the business. Understand your local climate. Study market demand. Then expand gradually. One profitable option is poultry farming. Demand for chicken and eggs continues to grow in many African countries. Another opportunity is fish farming, especially as consumers look for affordable sources of protein. Greenhouse farming allows entrepreneurs to produce vegetables throughout the year, even during dry seasons. Food processing is another area with enormous potential. Instead of selling raw tomatoes, why not produce tomato paste? Instead of selling fresh fruit, why not produce juice, dried fruit, or packaged snacks? Processing adds value, and higher value usually means higher profits. One mistake many new farmers make is growing crops before finding buyers. Always identify your market first. Speak to supermarkets, restaurants, hotels, food processors, export companies. Know who will buy your products before planting your first seed. Another mistake is failing to keep proper financial records. Treat farming like a business, not just a lifestyle. Track every expense. Measure productivity. Monitor profits. Successful farmers make decisions using data, not guesswork. Technology is also changing agriculture. Drones monitor crops. Artificial intelligence predicts yields. Mobile apps connect farmers with buyers. Smart irrigation systems reduce water usage. Agriculture is becoming more efficient every year. For young entrepreneurs who are willing to embrace innovation, agribusiness offers incredible opportunities. Food security will remain one of Africa's greatest priorities. And entrepreneurs who help feed the continent are building businesses that can last for generations. We've now reached the final business on our countdown. And surprisingly, it isn't the one that requires the biggest investment. In fact, it's one of the few businesses that can be started with little more than a laptop, an internet connection, and the willingness to learn. Yet it's transforming every industry we've discussed today, from agriculture and healthcare to finance, education, and renewable energy. Let's reveal the number one business opportunity that could shape Africa's future. Number 1. Artificial intelligence and digital services. We've finally reached the number one business opportunity on our list. And if you were expecting another traditional business, you might be surprised. The number one opportunity isn't about owning a large factory. It isn't about buying farmland. It isn't about building shopping malls. It's about one thing that is changing every industry in the world: artificial intelligence and digital services. Whether you realize it or not, AI is already part of our daily lives. When you use a virtual assistant on your phone, AI is working. When Netflix recommends a movie, AI is working. When banks detect fraud, AI is working. When businesses answer customer questions through chatbots, AI is working. Artificial intelligence is no longer a technology of the future. It's happening right now. And businesses across Africa are looking for people who understand how to use it. But here's something many people don't know. You don't need to be a software engineer to make money from AI. There are thousands of businesses looking for people who can help them automate repetitive tasks, create content, build websites, manage social media, run digital advertising campaigns, design graphics, edit videos, improve customer service, and analyze business data using AI-powered tools. This is why digital services have become one of the easiest businesses to start with limited capital. Unlike many traditional businesses, you don't need a warehouse. You don't need expensive machinery. You don't even need an office. In many cases, all you need is a laptop, a reliable internet connection, and valuable skills. Startup costs can be as low as $200 to $5,000. Your biggest investment isn't equipment. It's education. Spend time learning skills that businesses are willing to pay for. These include artificial intelligence automation, website design, graphic design, video editing, content creation, digital marketing, search engine optimization, also known as SEO, cybersecurity, software development, business automation, prompt engineering, cloud computing. The demand for these services is growing every single day. Think about a local restaurant. They need a website. A supermarket needs social media marketing. A school wants online registration. A hospital needs appointment booking software. A farmer wants an online marketplace. A real estate company wants virtual property tours. Almost every business now needs digital solutions. That's why this industry has unlimited possibilities. So how do you get started? The first step is learning one valuable skill. Don't try to master everything at once. Choose one area and become really good at it. Today, there are thousands of free and affordable courses available online. Invest a few months learning. Practice consistently. Build sample projects even if nobody is paying you yet. Those projects become your portfolio. Next, offer your services to local businesses. Many small businesses know they need help but don't know where to find it. Your first clients may come from your own community. As your experience grows, you can begin working with international clients. That's one of the greatest advantages of digital businesses. Your customer doesn't have to live in your country. You can work for clients in Africa, Europe, America, Asia, or anywhere else in the world. You earn income based on your skills, not your location. Now let's talk about one mistake many people make. They spend years watching videos and reading books without ever taking action. Knowledge is valuable, but applied knowledge creates income. Don't wait until you know everything. Learn, practice, improve, then start. Another mistake is relying entirely on artificial intelligence to do the work. AI is an incredible tool, but it cannot replace creativity, good communication, critical thinking, and understanding your clients' needs. The entrepreneurs who will succeed are those who combine AI with human expertise. The income potential is extraordinary. Some freelancers earn a few $100s every month. Others build agencies serving businesses around the world and generate 6 or even 7 figures annually. And here's the exciting part. Artificial intelligence isn't replacing entrepreneurs. It's creating new entrepreneurs. Those who learn these skills today may become the business leaders of tomorrow. This is why artificial intelligence and digital services take the #1 position on our list. The opportunities are there. The only question is whether you'll take action. You don't need to start with millions of dollars. Many successful entrepreneurs began with limited resources but a clear vision and the determination to solve real problems. Choose one business that matches your skills. Do your research, start small, and stay consistent. Remember, every successful company started with a single step. Which of these 10 businesses would you start in 2026? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your choice. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more videos on business, investing, and wealth creation in Africa. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Your future isn't decided by the opportunities you see. It's decided by the opportunities you act on. Remember, wealth is built through progress. Keep progressing, progressors.